Let's have more drama.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for dropping by. So, my last video did cause quite a commotion, but, you know, that's always a good thing, even if I am just kind of goofing off and trolling. But there was one comment that I would very much like to address because a lot of people have been sort of talking about this. You know, in general, it seems that the carnivores think that vegans have all these holes in their diet. However, there is this study, the German study, that Frank Tufano was talking about in his latest video about, you know, how he's like debunking veganism. If you think the screenshot that I used in my last video is vegan quackery, well, my friend, believe it or not, that is the same screenshot from the same German study that Frank Tufano linked in his description. As you can clearly see, it says studies have shown that a high intake of red meat, and particularly meat products, increase the risk of many diseases, aka certain cancers. And well, if there's so many holes in the vegan diet and the carnivore diet is so perfect, why does Frank Tufano have a link for supplements in his description? Someone please explain that to me. If you continue reading the same paragraph, it says the following. High levels of dietary fiber-rich cereals, vegetables, and fruit can decrease the risk of many diseases, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Unlike Frank Tufano, I did actually read this study, and unlike him, I'm not going to cherry pick it, so let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Observational studies found that persons adhering to a vegetarian diet exhibited a lower risk of metabolic and cardiovascular diseases than a person not on a vegetarian diet. But oh yes, this study does in fact, and admittedly like any other respectable study, does point out vitamin B12. Yes, vegans do have issues with vitamin B12, but as this says, a vegan diet increases the risk of vitamin B12 deficiency unless a vitamin B12 supplement is used. I know supplements are like this huge taboo, but I'll be totally honest here. I'd much rather be taboo and recommend that you do take a vitamin B12 supplement than risk something and have someone get sick on my view. I feel like, yes, a lot of vegans do spit out this whole bullshit of like, oh, we get vitamin B12 from the nutrients in the soil, but like, no. I'm not going to be one of those vegans pushing dangerous advice. Again, I know supplements are like this huge taboo right now, but I rather recommend that you take a vitamin B12 than get fucking sick, okay? So another huge critique that this study clearly states, see, vegans like to use the World Health Organization saying that yes, at any stage of life, a vegan diet is good for you. However, the German study clearly emphasizes that no, if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or have a small child, feeding it a vegan diet, you are putting them at risk. So while those are the main critiques and concerns of the German study, there is some good news, my vegan friends. They actually provide a very large section of plant-based foods that you can eat so you don't develop any nutrient deficiencies. Vegans should specifically incorporate these in their menus. And with specific food selection and good planning, it is possible to create a vegan diet in which no nutrient deficiencies develop. Eat your vegetables, including legumes and fruit. Because of their high nutrient density, their high content of dietary fiber and phytochemicals, and their potential to prevent various nutrition-related diseases. Emphasis on dark leafy greens, vegetables, and dried fruits, cereals, potatoes, oils, fats, legumes, nuts, and oils, and seeds, and fortified foods. So yes, this study does in fact quite have a thorough section on foods that you can eat so you don't develop any nutrient deficiencies. In other words, the DGE recommends a wholesome diet in the form of mixed diet that largely consists of plant-based foods and, to a lesser extent, of animal foods. So why Frank Tufano, or any carnivore for that matter, would use the study to promote their own diet is just, it's a little confusing to me. If you would like to check out the study, I will provide a link in the description, so let me know. Do you think I left anything important out, or do you think this is a fair critique? Again, I will provide a link in the description, and my comments are always open, so feel free to say what you like. Again, let me know if I missed anything important, and if you would like to throw me some, valid studies, I will check them out, and I do promise to keep an eye on my spam folder because YouTube does tend to be a little turd like that. So again, that does sometimes go into my spam folder, so I'll check it out. I'll keep an eye on it. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed the video and that you're all doing very well, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.